What's up, Capoeira Nation? Welcome back to the Capoeira Experience podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for coming back every single time and listening to this awesome podcast. And if it's your first time listening to the Capoeira Experience podcast, I'm your host, Instructor Kashishi from Capoeira Brazil, Indianapolis. I'm just here to look for answers, to look for connections, to connect with the Capoeira community and bring that connection to the Capoeira community. So talk to the Capoeira community, how they feel, how they do classes, how they do business, how they do how they learn inside the Capoeira community. I'm just looking here for the positive and the positive and the positive from the Capoeira community and bring it to the Capoeira community. That's why you are always going to listen here, amazing Capoeiristas. I'm also looking to connect to the entire Capoeira community, from beginners to masters, from one day Capoeira to 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 100 years doing Capoeira. I don't care what Capoeira style you do. I don't care what kind of group you do. We are here to talk about Capoeira. Doesn't matter how long you have been doing it. I've talked to few beginners before, and they were like, I just been doing Capoeira for 2 days. I don't have anything to talk about. And yes, every single person in the Capoeira community have something to talk about, have something to say. And if you are watching the video right now, or if you are watching this the video version of this episode, you're going to see my cat walking around, probably meowing at some point. That's what he does, and that's what they do. I have a boy and a girl. So yeah, I'm just looking here to connect with everybody in the Capoeira community. Try to bring a little motivation to the Capoeira community. The only thing in return I'm asking is to follow me on any of the platform that you are listening this podcast. Can be YouTube. If you're on YouTube and you're listening this right now, stop this video and listen. And subscribe. Okay, just subscribe, and you're going to get information about this podcast every single week. You're going to get all the episodes. I'm also posting there extra information besides just the podcast. Just go check it out there. I've been doing Capoeira for almost February 6th is going to be 20th year. I'm probably going to do something for that. I don't know what I'm going to do. But, so yeah, I feel like today, actually few days ago, yeah, I was thinking, in the Capoeira community, the entire planet is going crazy right now, right? The entire planet. There's no place where is something going on. And the Capoeira community is getting affected by this. Of course, in our local communities or wherever you are. Right now, of course, we're going through a pandemic. A lot of people are giving up. Hopefully you are not. And hopefully, if you are thinking on giving up, please don't give up. Capoeira is beautiful. Capoeira can help you to many stuff, to connect with friends, to forget about stress, to have fun, smile, have 100% fun, and bringing your smile to the Capoeira community will help others to smile too. So, and sometimes, when we think about quitting Capoeira, I've been there many times during all these years. Like why I'm doing this, why I want to keep coming back to Capoeira. I don't feel like it. That is a disconnection from our Capoeira community. No Capoeira community, but with Capoeira itself. Capoeira has so much ways for you to connect. Many, many, many ways for you to connect to capoeira and with capoeira. I have lost that connection before, and very recent, few years ago, I was like, I don't really want to teach anymore. I don't really want to go through all this stress, to go through all this. I just want to train. And then I start connecting with capoeira again, and thankfully it hasn't happened to me the last after that. After a few years ago, I have been blessed with uh, a beautiful wife that always helped me, always push me to always be connected with capoeira, uh, even when I want to quit. So so today I just came up with a few ways for you to connect with capoeira and to capoeira. Connect back the feeling of wanting to do capoeira again. And very simple, very I broke it down on few steps. If you something of this fits to you, go ahead and do it, because my goal with this episode is for you to connect with capoeira, to come back to capoeira happier, more energized, and motivated to keep doing it. The other thing to I highly recommend, and this is going to happen many times, motivation. The word motivation, right? We have been seeing a lot of people out there trying to motivate our capoeira community, which is beautiful, but we have to connect with ourselves first. We have to connect with what we want to do and our why to be motivated. We can find visual motivation, and we can find motivation in others, but eventually, and the most stronger, or the strongest connection that you can have is within yourself. That motivation, no one's gonna break it. Once you are motivated, and you find that motivation with yourself, and you find out why, you are going to feel even more motivated. So please find a motivation, close your eyes, and be like, okay, where I want to go with capoeira. Okay, have fun, and have a lot of fun. Smile, man, smile. That smile in the hada, trust me, it gives more energy. All right. So one of the first points, I think it really matters. I think, and again, this is just for me, right? This is how I can connect with capoeira again. There you go. Listen. Let's see. That's my cat. If you can hear him. One more time. Oh no. Okay. So one of the wait, hold on. Bless me. All right. Don't worry. I cover my mouth. Okay. So one of the ways for you to connect with the back with the capoeira community, or with capoeira, is training and training and training. Not non-training or not training won't give you that connection. You have to train. You have to go to class. You have to show up, even if it's in person or if it's online through Zoom. Now we have these amazing tools, especially today's days, for you to feel safe. Connect through Zoom with your instructor, your teacher. Start first in your inner circle. Once you connect there, once you connect with with your local class, your own class, that's when you can go outside, but first, to find that connection, come back to your class, come back to anything where you're learning from, talk to your instructor, teacher, maestre, or whatever. Go talk to them and try to connect with that class. Show up to class, show up, train, support your instructor, support your teacher, pay on time, and which connects with the next point, which is the collaboration with instructor, right? So that it can be either showing up to class, can be either uh, getting instruments, material from them, shirts, hats, shoes, whatever they sell, anything they sell in their class, for you to connect with them, supporting your class, supporting in person and financially will help to also to give some value to the instructor. And buying material and supporting your instructor, whether in the t-shirt, even on the street, sweatshirts, anything, hats, anything that can help to promote the work the instructor, teacher, or anything does. That's another way for you to connect, because you're supporting, it's something that it's a reciprocal relationship. The instructor is going there to teach you, the instructor, teacher, or whatever is going there to give you some information about capoeira, and also is going there to put some energy into for you to grow in capoeira. So connecting with your instructor, connect, show up to class. Again, it can be demonstrations, can be like paint class, supporting instructor, buying material, instruments, or anything. The other way for you to connect is by learning the capoeira history from the beginning. Look it up on YouTube. There's so much information out there, man. So much that you can find information, that you can find anything. You can find a lot of ways for you to connect with the history. Even if you feel like you don't know where to start, as your instructor or your teacher, they can guide you. They can tell you, okay, start here, or let's go together. Let's read this together, and let's reconnect on that together, so we can come back to the roots, come back to the beginning of anything. Also, learning a little bit of the Brazilian culture will help you to connect with the capoeira community. So the capoeira is a very social. Has a lot of information from the Brazilian culture, including the Portuguese, including there's many stuff that has a very small connection to the capoeira. The Brazilian culture. That Brazilian culture is rich, is beautiful. Brazilian culture is really, really nice. Is really beautiful. Has so much information. So much to learn, and you will understand a little bit better capoeira. You can be like, oh, like this came from here, or this came. Little stuff are gonna start connect. You are going to be making the connections to capoeira with the Brazilian culture. I recommend that. Is really, really nice to understand where it came from and what was around and what shaped capoeira into what it is today's days. The other point that we can use to connect. I'm watching my cats. To connect to capoeira is playing instruments learning the instruments is so essential, man. It's so essential. I tell this to everybody. Learn instruments. Doesn't matter if you don't teach classes. That's not the point. That's part of capoeira too. The birimbau, the pandero, atabaque. Eventually, you can learn the agogo, the heko. There is many ways and many instruments that you can learn. Practice birimbau, practice pandero, practice and practice and practice. I'm gonna do a follow up with these instruments, with a birimbau, for you to, whenever you are in the car, when you car driving, showering, however you listen to this episode or this podcast, for you to kind of like have a little understanding on how to play birimbau, the way I learned. Okay, is fun. Is fun for you to practice. And whatever I have, the way I teach birimbau, you don't have to have the instrument right away with you on your hand. You can practice this without instruments. At least the first few practice, and then, but of course, if you have the birimbau, even better, or if you have the instrument. So play instruments, learn instruments, because they are very, very essential in capoeira. And of course, learn the music, and that will help you to connect with capoeira too, because inside the capoeira music, there's a lot of history behind the music. Also, and the very last, and I think is really, really important for us, and there's he again, jumping all over. And another way for you to connect is learning basic Portuguese. This basic Portuguese will help you to understand also the music, will help you to understand the culture, the Brazilian culture, and will help you to understand the capoeira music and have basic conversation. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna sound silly, or I'm gonna sound, don't put that on yourself. Learn. They don't care, man. They don't care. Same thing when I was learning English, man, I wasn't shy, man. You just gotta practice. You just gotta do it. And don't be shy to speak Portuguese. If you make the mistake, so what? We are not living in a perfect society for you to have to be perfect Portuguese or perfect pronunciation or perfect accent. Who cares? You know what I mean? Practice, because through the practice is how you are going to learn. If you don't practice, if you don't put hands to work, how are you going to learn it? So to learn basic Portuguese, super easy. You can either go, again, internet has so much information, man, so much information. And you can practice it. You can look. Again, if you don't know where to start, talk to instructor, teacher, master, whatever. They will be super happy to guide you, and they will be super happy to show you where to start. And the last for this is very, very nice to learn Portuguese, because whenever a master is talking, a master that doesn't speak English or doesn't speak your language, you are going to be able to understand them, and you are going to be able to understand their wisdom and their knowledge and whatever amazing information they are dropping there. So make sure you practice Portuguese and you learn Portuguese. Also, read from the capoeira music. Capoeira music was the way I learned Portuguese. And then, you have Google Translator. You have so much information out there. Just, again, gotta put the hands to work. And I promise, if you look for it, you're going to find it. And if you learn and you practice, or if you practice and you learn, however you want to say it, however you want to see it, you are going to learn. And you are going to retain the information. And I promise you are going to connect with capoeira. Learn with capoeira. Practice, more practice. All right. So yes, thank you so much for making it this far. Thank you so much for coming back to the podcast. If you made it this far, I'm looking for 2 capoeiristas. I don't care about your level. Let's talk about capoeira. Let's talk about your experience. That is why I call this the Capoeira Experience Podcast. So we can talk about capoeira and we can talk about your experience. Can be either way or can be the other way. Any capoeira experience you got, positive, nice, where we can learn from you. Just bring it on to the boat and let's talk about capoeira. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being part of the capoeira community. Thank you so much for being part of this beautiful art that we all love and that we have fun sharing this and sharing all our experiences and sharing all our energies because we are all connected. All right. Keep practicing, keep training. Don't forget to follow, don't forget to subscribe because your subscription will help you, will help us, will help me to get the word out there. Share this episode with one friend. How do you talk to your friend and be? How do you connect with the capoeira community? What do you think about this? And come up with your capoeira connection and let's talk about it. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for being part of the capoeira. Beautiful, beautiful people. Beautiful souls. Thank you so much. All right. Subscribe, follow, and share with your friends. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for getting this far. Remember, please subscribe. Give us a thumbs up on Facebook or YouTube. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. This is going to help us and help me to get bigger numbers and bigger subscribers so we can give more information. Okay, please, if you're listening, I know you're listening, I know you're watching, please give me a subscribe, give me a like. Okay, I know you're watching right here or listening. All right, have an amazing day. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening every single episode, especially the episode we just did. All right, thank you so much. Peace.